I spent my day around the Mudgee region today. The day started off at Home Rule. Now, Home Rule used to be a thriving gold rush locality. It had about 10,000 people in 1872. Now, it'd be lucky to have 10 people around Home Rule. But it was good to go there and look at it. It's one of the localities that I promised that I would visit. But my mother-in-law also went to school at the Home Rule School. And the building's still there. It's a private residence now, but the building's still there. And we found a couple of other people, Sally and Colin, who also went to school there, not at the same time as my mother-in-law. But it was good to actually have a look around there and just talk about the history of that particular area. My mother-in-law said she had 19 people, or 19 students at the school when she was there. That's not 19 students in her class, that's 19 students from kindergarten through to year 6. So obviously a very small school. And they were back in the days where one teacher had to teach all the way through from kindergarten to year 6, all in the one room. And as Sally explained to me today, kindergarten sat down the front of the class and it went right up to the back of the class where year 6 sat. We also went to Canadian Lead, and the childhood house of my mother-in-law is actually in Canadian Lead. So we went to her house that she grew up in, and I went and knocked on the door, and there's some other people living there now, but I explained to them that I'll stand for state government and talk to them about state government issues, but also explained that my mother-in-law used to grow up in that particular house. So it was good to have a bit of a look there, and my mother-in-law came along with me to have a look at the actual house that she grew up in. We then went along and talked to people in Wilbertree and Urundaree, and then we came back to Mudgee. I caught up with a few people here in Mudgee, had some coffee meetings lined up for the people in Mudgee, and talked to them about a whole range of issues. And then I went to the IPC, the Planning Commission, in relation to the Bylong Coal Project, and people were submitting their ideas and what they thought of the project today, both for and against, both from environmental perspectives and financial perspectives. But it was good to go along and listen to that. And although that project is technically outside the electorate that I'm trying to be elected as the member for, it's still nearby, and I think this electorate will see some of the impacts from that particular project if it goes ahead. So it was good to go along there and listen. The main issues that were brought up to me today revolved around health, revolved around the NBN, revolved around mobile black spots, and again, just people feeling like this state government hasn't delivered enough, especially with what the state government has available to them at the moment. The feeling is that it could be delivering a lot more, and hence people want to talk to me to see how I could be a part of that positive change. So again, another great day, lots of rain. It's still raining today. I'm still standing out in the rain. I've been getting wet all day, but that's fantastic. People love seeing the rain, and obviously with the drought, it's great to see more and more rain, because the drought is not broken by just a few hours or a day or two of rain. It needs consistent rain, consistent follow-up rain. But it's been quite enjoyable being out in the rain, not too hot a day. I look forward to another enjoyable day on the campaign trail tomorrow. This has been Mathew Dickerson, your independent voice.